Welcome to the Care Sis podcast with me, Ki, and Kiki.
Join two friends for a conversation around self-care in real life. We'll talk about anything on the spectrum from bubble baths to setting boundaries to managing friendships and more.
As your sisters, we also just want to provide a weekly check-in. You know, like big sis asking little sis, sis, you good? So come on in, sis. Let's talk about how we can take better care of ourselves.
Hey, Ki, how are you?
What's up, Kiki girl? How are you?
I'm good. I'm here. It's Sunday. It's a chill day. I see you got your tea. I got my water, so good.
Mother Nature is knocking on the door. She right outside.
Did you sign your paper so she can go away? Or you?
No, I'll let her in after the podcast. So yeah, this is my happy tea.
Oh my goodness. How are you? How was your week?
It was a week. I guess okay. Yeah. Work is a little crazy right now. I work in nonprofits, as I've mentioned numerous times, but the holidays are always like stressful, cool, because my nonprofit and several of the ones in our circle, we shut down for 2 weeks at the end of the year. So I only have about 5 more weeks of work. But that also includes this next Thanksgiving week. So I technically have about a month left of work. So it's a really cool time because everybody's like, girl, we got a month left, right? But that also means, especially when you're a freaking director, all of that shit comes down on me. So it's like, well, if you slack off, that means I'm gonna have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't appreciate that.
It's that end of the year slump. Like nobody want to work. I don't get that 2 week break, but you know, most of the time, the end of the year, those last 2 weeks, ain't nobody at work. And if they are at work, they ain't doing no work.
Yeah. So our job was just like, let's just cut them out altogether. So that's cool, except for the fact that now you push the same slump up 2 weeks. That's it. That's the only thing you've done. So after Thanksgiving, everybody be like, work. What's that mean?
Yeah. Well, it must be nice. I hope you enjoy those last 2 weeks of the year off, but you know.
I got plans with my mama.
What's y'all gonna be in the streets? No. You just gonna spend time with your mommy?
We'll talk about what me and my mama gonna do. We'll talk about it a little later.
Well, my week. The reason I'm trying to chill out this weekend is because I am planning for next year. I told you this off the camera, but I done dished out so much money this week for everything. I'm like, I might need to go to the strip club for a couple of hours and make that money back. You know what they say in the Players Club? Make the money, Ebony. Don't let you.
My friend make a little joke, and he was like, "Man, we might have to do a OnlyFans." And I was like, because listen, I bought cinnamon for $5 the other day, y'all. Cinnamon. I buy my flowers. I buy myself flowers every week. That costs $4.99. Why am I paying the same for flowers as cinnamon?
I don't know why you're paying $5 for cinnamon, but I don't know what to tell you.
because everything has just gone up. Cinnamon was $4. My homeboy, we're talking about this, because he's saying, I just spent $5 on black pepper. I was like, I believe it, bro. I believe it. It's crazy.
Everything is crazy. The
Y'all
same money that you spent on groceries a couple years ago is not going to take you the same way that it did. So $70 on groceries is not going to get you anything right now. You're going to get about 5 things in your cart, and you're going to be looking like, how I'm going to make this work.
Exactly. So Thanksgiving is looking real funny because before, we'll talk about this later, but yeah, everybody got to bring something this year. Everybody got to bring something this year. Don't walk in that door without a plate or without a contribution.
I mean, you're right.
Shit, bring me some cinnamon at least. I
mean, you're right. I can't argue with you. Other than that, I had a good week.
Good. Yeah, she talking about dishing out the money. Let me go ahead and be the first one to tell y'all, we done secured our date for our next event.
We have. So y'all better come because we out here paying for y'all.
My tea kettle, she's screaming. Hold on. I'm back.
I'm glad you have. What kind of tea do you have?
It's like a woman cycle tea.
Oh. Did you buy it already made or did you make it yourself?
This one in particular, I bought it and it was already made. There are a few, I'll shout out a few companies that actually make a woman's tea. It's one that I like in particular, and she's local. She's here in Durham. It's just, these artesian teas, they be costing artesian tea money. So sometimes I got to go with the good old packaged one, like this time. But yeah, I do. I alternate between, there is Empowered Woman. No, it's called Lady Teas. And like I said, she's here in Durham. Flyest Tea. They're a really cool company. She's like a hip hop tea company. She has a ladies tea, and then my homegirl T. She's with social mindful wellness. She actually has a tea that's really good as well. So I alternate between those three. Plus, is one brand that you just buy at the store. I forgot the name of it. It's right here in my hand. Traditional Medicinals. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can't like them.
Yeah, they don't get the credit that the other three get. Hint, hint. But no, they're good in a pinch because this box is only $5 as opposed to my homegirl artisanal teas. They're a little more than $5.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I do. So, you want to talk about last week's episode?
Not really, but we can.
Well, last week we talked about grief and just briefly went into our own personal journeys of what led us to our grief process. And we talked about the 7 stages of grief as well. And I just wanted to kind of throw that episode in before the holidays because I want y'all to be sensitive to people that are going through grief around the holidays, especially with stuff that's happened around the holidays or just missing someone that isn't there anymore. I'm kind of dreading going into the holidays this year, but that's just what it is. Have to deal with it or take time to just allow myself to feel feelings. So, yeah. Be sensitive to others, give others grace at this time because it can be hard for some people. And that's it.
Well said, Frank. Well said.
So shall we go into our For the Culture?
For the culture, for the culture, for the culture, for the culture,
For the culture. Okay.
what part of people have lost their damn minds do we want to start with?
Girl.
Let me start. So, we were upset. What was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago, we were, in our feelings because of the midterm elections turnout here in North Carolina. However, come to find out, there were some disappointing races or some disappointing things that happened here in North Carolina, and in Georgia, and Lene, I think that's her name, Lene, the parking lot pimping chick. She tore into people in Atlanta last week. That thing has gone like double viral, like her last week episode. So it's places like the South that's always so damn controversial anyway. However, the rest of the nation, they've been getting it together. Even there was a huge win in Florida as well over millennials, excuse me, Gen Z, trying to get out here in these political streets, and they elected a congressperson. So they're now the first Gen Z person in Congress. And Gen Z, they showed up and showed out at the polls in a lot of places, and they actually were able to rebuttal the boomer vote. So y'all know the boomers, the sextagenarians, they out here with their conservative views. The Gen Zs was like, nah, fam, nah, we over that. So this is a good thing for politics. Let's just keep the same energy, because we all know that the conservatives, they do some sneaky tactics, and they've been in the game a little bit longer than the Gen Zs. So us Gen Xers, we weren't even listed. But I think the Gen Xers are tired. Millennials still trying to hang in there a little bit, but I think the Gen Xers have sat down. But our baby boomer parents still raking it in. But anyway, so that's the good news. That's the good news of what we got to talk about. The rest of y'all have lost y'all damn minds.
They have.
So,
first of all, rest in peace to Shanquella Robinson, who lost her life after she went on a trip to Cabo with her friends. Apparently, they were celebrating one of the friends' birthdays. And somehow, not even 24 hours later, she turns up dead. Then there comes a video of her being beaten by one of her so-called friends, and then another so-called friend in the background saying, can you at least fight back? I don't understand. Like, how are we to the point where we're going on trips and it's just like, these are not your friends at all. I've never been on a trip where, I don't know, I just never been in a group of people that just actually had any kind of jealous feelings towards me or hated me, or in a group where I hated someone, excuse me. So I'm baffled. It also reminds me of the Kanika Jenkins case that was like 5 years ago, where she went to a party at a hotel and then ended up walking into a freezer and froze to death. But none of her friends went and looked for her, which was very suspicious to me, and it kind of haunted me for a while, because I was like, what the fuck happened?
I didn't know that story. But yeah, like, I don't know that kind of evil. I'm grateful that I take it back. I do know that kind of evil. We talked about it last week. So never mind. I retract my whole statement. But yeah, people are crazy. People have lost their damn minds. And, unfortunately, this becomes a diplomatic issue, and I don't know what's going to happen. So I explained to y'all last week, I'm not a huge fan I'm not a big fan of the justice system when it comes to stuff like murder, because there's really no relief. Nothing's going to bring Shanquella back. But I hope that her mom gets the peace that she deserves, because again, I've said this a couple times last week, if we as Americans are expecting Mexico to extradite these kids, I don't think it's going to happen. And granted, let me rephrase, these are 25-year-old adults. But I don't know that Mexico's gonna go through the trouble, because to be honest, they didn't kill a Mexican, they killed another American. So honestly, right now they can be like, oops, we messed up. But there you go. They back in America now. I don't know that Mexico government is gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna extradite these, because it's like six, 7 people went. Yeah, so they were extraditing 6 Americans to bring them back here. I mean, to bring them back to Mexico. And then to do that, that also gets the American government involved. So it's a little too much for, it's a lot. Let me say it's not too much, because someone's life was lost, but it's a lot. And I don't know that that's going to happen. And I've seen a lot of talk like, why don't people treat this like when white girls die and stuff like that? And I mean, I hate to make the comparison because it seems kind of silly. But the situation is also slightly different. White girls go overseas and they get killed by foreigners. These people were American, so.
Well, they did say that, I guess the FBI is going to be involved now.
Yeah, but this is still a case that took place, the crime still took place in Mexico.
Right.
So the only thing the FBI can be like, we're going to allow y'all to extradite them. And then Mexico will be like, well, fine. Fine. But then, then it's a double-edged sword for Mexico, because then they have to treat them differently because they're American prisoners, right? So then we have the United States that has the right to look in on the prisoners while not right, but you have America could potentially be involved and wanting to be involved in the sentencing and how things are going and whatever. That's a lot.
Yeah, we just gonna have to wait and see, because I don't know what's gonna happen with this. It's probably gonna be another cold case. I
think the truth will come out eventually. One, because she's of that generation that they are, they don't have no fucks to give, but they clout chase.
Girl, so they've been on live and all this stuff, and I'm just like, shut up.
Right.
You need to shut up.
Shut up. So yeah, the truth will come out, because somebody's gonna slip up. The fact that the video has already been released, like, come on, y'all, like. So, I'm pretty sure that eventually mom will get the answers. If that's what she's looking for, if she's looking for answers in regards to what happened. But it seems pretty, I don't know, to me it seems pretty cut and dry. Sis got drunk. Another one beat her up. Her back broke. There's nothing more to say at that point. I guess as a family member, you want a little bit more comfort to that, but there is no comfort in this situation. They beat your daughter to death. And that's harsh, but
very. I don't know.
By the way, small pause. Your hair looks really cute.
Oh, thank you. It's the same way it was last week.
I don't know. It's gotten like fuller or something.
It's just days old. That's all. I really haven't done a lot to it.
But that's how our hair do though. Like, it be looking cute some days in sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it looks better after it's seasoned a little bit.
It's got the seasoning on it. So anyway, them people then lost their mind.
It down and fluff it back out for it to look good.
That's cute. So then people then lost their minds, and then
next. So, and this is ridiculous in all sorts of cases of words, whatever. Marsai Martin, people are criticizing her for being dressed too sexy at the Savage Fenty Show, which is a lingerie show. And I think the problem with it is that people cannot see her past the little girl that she played on Blackish. So there's the same thing that happens to a lot of the Disney people and Nickelodeon, and I think a lot of people do the same thing with Chloe, because her and her sister grew up basically child stars. They're adults now. They can do what they want to do.
Chloe is a bad mama drama. Like, Chloe, like, if I could go back into time and relive my life, I would relive it like she's living hers.
I love her.
Because I was 25 and fine like her, but I didn't realize I was 25 and fine. But she knows she's 25 and fine, and she's doing it right. I just wish I could go back to that. Like, there's a few more. My mama listens to the podcast, so I'm not going to say all the things that I would go back and do at 25.
I'm pretty sure she would say the same.
My mama had a 4-year-old at 25.
Oh yeah, you're right. My mama had a 2-year-old at 25.
So she actually probably would want to live like Chloe.
So yeah, she probably would. Both of them probably would. Like if I had that body, I'd be doing the same thing. But the drawback is that people, the internet is a hell of a place. They say what they want to, and then Chloe has her moments too where she breaks down on camera because people are talking about her and the way she chooses to live her life too. So they're all gonna have to go through it. It's just that Marsai is now grown up and she's going through it too.
Yeah, Marsai, she's another bad mama jamma too. Like, I'm not saying like body wise, because Marsai is
beautiful.
She's gorgeous, but no, that chick. Oh my God, she's so business savvy. I'm just like, where did that come from? Because
the thing was, the reason that they had something else to say was because she was like, "Oh, I'm just out here being young and rich," and so people were mad. They was like, "Well, she shouldn't have said that." I'm like, "Why? She young and rich. She never had to do to be young and rich. Let her be young and rich."
And she rich, but she got smart, sound parents. So like she rich, but she ain't out here like spending like lavish money. So she gonna be rich for a little while, even if she don't work again. But she's gonna work again because she has a production company, right?
I think so.
I want to redo.
We're gonna get there, sis. We're gonna get there. Just wait.
I need a reader.
So what's next?
So speaking of people who have lost their fucking minds, let's go over to all of our favorite apps. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? The coolest thing about Twitter possibly collapsing is I finally found Black Twitter.
How did you find Black Twitter?
It took 2 years.
Please tell me how you found Black Twitter.
I don't really remember, but I've now found, funny Black things on Twitter. So I'm just gonna call it a miracle and let's just leave it alone. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you found it before it starts to collapse.
It might collapse, but yeah. So Twitter, y'all know last year we had to tell these corporations about themselves, like fuck that job, right? So Stinky Musk, he just looked like he smells something all the time, right? So anyway, Stinky Musk, he comes in, he has all these crazy ass demands for a company that is already in good standing. So like, I don't even understand where these demands come from, but he came in with all these crazy demands. And here's the funny thing, right? So his hold up with buying Twitter was because Twitter wouldn't reveal how many bots they have, right? I haven't heard anything about him working towards that at all. No, he's doing stuff that's already in place. Mm-hmm. So like Kiki reported, to y'all a week or so ago that the girl was sleeping on the floor at Twitter. Why? Twitter is already up and running. Like there's nothing, like it goes itself. Y'all might want to get the Black people off of Twitter because we don't know how to act, and some of the funniest things come from Black Twitter. But we go not act right, whatever medium you give us. Facebook, because we'll just go back to Facebook and make it crazy. Y'all can take Twitter away. We gonna find a way. Whatever, because we already have a Black TikTok. Keep playing. I know where that one is already.
Hopefully you have curated your own For You page for that one.
I don't actually know what those words mean, but okay. So yeah. Anyway, with Elon and all his demands, employees are like, oh, nah. And so then Elon even comes out his mouth and is just like, okay, so y'all are going to have to meet my demands or y'all can start finding new jobs.
And guess what?
People
are easing out.
Yep. So it's a few of us on Black Twitter that have decided that we're just going to put Twitter on our resume because who's going to check us? Because we're now convinced that, with nobody there to run Twitter, that, it's only a matter of days. It's only going to be the things, like, it's going to run out until this current program needs an update, and then there's going to be no employees to update it. So that's when it'll crash. But I give it a good couple months, like a month or so at least. So, they didn't have a funeral on Black Twitter.
Girl, send me that. I ain't found that one yet. Send me that one.
Okay. So yeah, it's just all hilarious. But people have just lost their minds. How are you gonna come in making demands of a company that is already running efficiently?
Because I don't know. Coming from somebody that doesn't understand how a company runs, I don't know. Like he trying to reset the whole damn culture of the company, and that's just gonna be his downfall.
Yeah, because Twitter, like we laugh and joke about Black Twitter, but Twitter has actually become, I don't want to say the word reputable because information what it is, but Twitter has become a very valuable resource for people to communicate nationwide, right? Or I'm sorry, worldwide. So when things pop off, like take for example, the death of George Floyd in 2020, because of outlets like Twitter, you had our brothers and sisters, our allies, like in Switzerland, in Africa, in not China, because you can't have these things in China, but India, like you had people all over the world that were able to empathize and send money and support different organizations and stuff like that, because Twitter was it's almost as valuable as the news, because it's probably going to be on Twitter before it's anywhere else. So it's a very valuable, and again I won't say reputable, but it's a very valuable just communication medium, and so I am going to actually hate to see him tarnish this, because we all know what the writing on the wall says. And, he was upset because his homie Trump got kicked off. And so then they want to make it. Huh?
Didn't he reinstate his account?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Reinstate his account. And because the Rich White Men Club, the crazy rich white men club, they want to be able to say what they want to say with no accountability, right? And that's where Elon is. And it's just funny because I know Elon and Trump in particular, like they play with these, they in the rich white man club for no reason, because they don't even have liquid cash. Like these people have investments. I just find that hilarious. It's some straight up crazy ass have had not saying, because I can't go nowhere and just be like, look, my name is Nakia, so I'm gonna need that building over there because my name is Nakia.
Right.
Don't look, no, don't run my credit report. Just know my name is Nakia.
Just add Musk on the end of your name. You'll be able to do it. Don't even pronounce it.
No, thank you. I'd be better off with the name. Now that you're saying it, I can't remember his name, but the dude that runs Amazon, I'd be better off using his name. Bezos. I'd be better off Nakia Bezos. And speaking of Bezos, once again, people have lost their minds. And this is probably a little bit more sane, but I'm scared to see the aftermath. But over at Amazon, they have cut 10,000 jobs, I believe. And the 10,000 jobs have,
Why?
Because these people do this every year. I don't know why. But these companies, these rich white men companies, they do it every year.
I know. It just doesn't make sense for Amazon when they have even more people that are ordering shit every day. So who's delivering this and who is, I don't understand. I don't know.
But the good news, and I don't want to say good news, the
better news.
That's not even the words I want to use either. Who they cut were middle managers.
Okay.
So they cut a lot of middle managers and upper middle management. So they cut the middle people, right? And this is good and bad. So they cut the middle people, and they especially made a lot of layoffs in the voice assistants and the Kindle operations, or besides of Amazon. Okay. So, and I don't know, is it because they weren't selling as much? I don't know. Kindle to me seems to be doing well. I mean, I use a Kindle. The Alexa voice assistant, I don't trust it. However, y'all, listen, have y'all seen that commercial, the Alexa commercial that got Michael B. Jordan? If that was a real thing, go ahead and buy me one, Kiki. Go on, buy me one. Anyway, I would take 3 actually. So they made a lot of layoffs in those areas and middle management, right? This doesn't affect your everyday Amazon operations. And so that's the good thing, right? So it's not affecting warehouses like it has the last several Amazon layoffs. It's not affecting warehouses and stuff like that. However, the problem is this is now going to go to an automation thing, right? And so instead of there being someone, and this is Nakia's take, so take it for what it is. So as a middle manager, I know that I am the go-between, right? And so when something doesn't get done down here, it's for me to take care of. Or if something needs to be relayed from the top, it's for me to disseminate. If you remove me, that's a lot of lower level people being handled by upper level people. Upper level people don't have those kind of skills. So I foresee, and upper level people also have no kind of concept of real life sometimes. You have 1 or 2 people that are in these upper level things. You have these 2 people that have worked their asses off to get there. And so like Elon Musk, they'll be expecting you to work 75 hours a week. Or you have people that were just given there because they have an MBA from Harvard, right? But they don't have any real life concepts. So they don't understand what 40 hours a week looks like, or 45, because they barely work 32, right? So I feel like a lot of demands are going to be placed on the Amazon workers. Mm-hmm. So in this next year or 2, we'll see the fallout of this middle management thing. It's not going to be anything immediate. So that's why I'm saying the good news, but you will see it in the next year or so. You'll see the fallout of taking out middle managers.
Right. That's what I also think of it too, like if they're cutting middle management, like that means the middle management that's left has more people to manage. So that's another problem. That's going to be where the bottleneck is. Because they can't get everything done with all these people that they have to manage. Mm-hmm. Not that that's on a problem on their, well, that's not their fault. It is going to be their problem.
Mm-hmm. The only good silver lining here is middle managers can usually find jobs easier. Your salary may suffer a little bit, but these people won't be without a job for long. So that's the good news.
So I guess we're going to have to see the fallout of Amazon and Twitter. Twitter's going to be a little bit more short term, and Amazon a little more long term.
This is all from the rich white man club
that thinks they know everything.
Y'all, that man is running for office again. He is running for president.
He is. I didn't even want to talk about that, but it's here. See it. We going in. We moving on.
All right.
We'll talk about him as he continues to do shit. But anyway.
And he will continue to do shit.
Anyway, let's move into our topic, shall we?
We shall.
Come on in, sis. Let's talk about it. Come on.
Topic time, topic time.
Oh my.
We need help. We need help.
Do we? All right, y'all. We literally chilling today. We're chilling today. So y'all might get some random ass stuff. But it's okay. We here. We wanted to give y'all something before the break. You know how people get before breaks and before they get off for vacation, they just like, I'm here, but I here. We here. But we got y'all. So we're just gonna talk about the holidays. You know, our food, our traditions, you know what we're looking forward to for the holiday season. Are you excited, sis? No. I try, y'all. I try. But now.
So Thanksgiving in my family, it's typically a big deal because we celebrate my mother's birthday. And many moons ago, I think I may have mentioned, maybe not, but on my mom's side of the family, both of my grandparents are deceased. So at some point, somebody on my mom's side of the family had the good idea that, you know, with my mom being the oldest daughter or the oldest sister, we all collectively get together for her birthday. And it's always the week of Thanksgiving. So it's a big deal for my mom's side of the family. It's the one time a year that we're always going to get together. And typically I like it. But the older I get, I just like it more. Because the older that I get, I'm getting less people-y. And it's always a lot of people. So my mom is one of 5, now 4 girls. And each girl has several children.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom has the lead. Well, no, we have 3. And each sister has 3. Yeah, each sister has 3. 2. The baby sister has 2. But now, my age, they've procreated. They've multiplied. Mm-hmm. So the family just keeps getting bigger. Mm-hmm. And so just more people. My cousin, God bless her, has decided to host Thanksgiving this year. My cousin's a single woman in a townhouse. That's it. That's all I have. So no, I'm not excited. Mm-hmm, no.
It's gonna be fun.
You see where I'm sitting? This will be somebody sitting next to me.
Yeah. Y'all just act like you love each other. No, I get it. I do. I was just messing with you.
My cousin lives outside of Charlotte in Rock Hill. I don't even like South Carolina. You just go there for the cheap gas. That's it. That's the only thing that South Carolina really good for. And then like the beaches, and then like the cuisine, like shrimp and grits, and like gullah culture. That's it. Like South Carolina's pretty useless to me. I'm sorry for any of my listeners that are from South Carolina. It's just not a state that I enjoy spending time in.
I mean, it's not a state that anybody really, really talks about.
Oh, everybody talks about Hilton Head, and everybody talks about Charleston. I hear my ancestors when I go to Charleston. It creeps me the fuck out.
Who talks about Charleston?
Huh?
Who talks about Charleston?
I have a friend who loves Charleston. I'm like,
for me, most of the non-melanated people are the ones that.
What's this?
Yeah, the non-melanated people are the ones that talk about Charleston, and they love it. Mm-hmm. In my experience, so that's what I was asking. Who talks about Charleston?
She's one of us. She loves Charleston. I'm like, I am not gonna yuck your yum. I can't. I don't particularly, like I said, I love the food. I love the culture. And I don't want to use the word love because it's actually sad. I enjoy learning about the culture or of like the African American history that's happened in and around South Carolina, and that's it. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that. But it's gonna be fun. Well, I don't know. Like Thanksgiving and Christmas is always kind of small because my immediate family is small. So it's always been me, my mom, and my grandma. And so now one of those people is cut out. And so going home this Thanksgiving is going to be a little bit different. But like your mother, my stepdad has 8 brothers and sisters, including himself. So yeah, plus their children and their children's children. And now their children's children. So when they get together, it is literally a family reunion just with their family. Not even extended family, just them. So I understand that. But that I don't know. I feel like they do one or the other. It's either going to be Thanksgiving or Christmas, but most of the time Christmas is when they actually get together, because usually what they do is like a game night for Christmas. Either it's Christmas Eve or Christmas night.
That sounds fun.
So I do enjoy those because, you know, me and my mama plot so we can get all the gifts. We can win all the games and get all the gifts. One year we won a lot of gifts. They were like, y'all going home with grocery bags. We was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we had a time going home opening our gifts. I mean, it's, you know, just simple stuff like they'll buy, you know, household stuff that you might need, little cute things. Just cheap stuff. But it's just fun doing the games and being able to win stuff. I know they do one where it's like they'll hide a gift card in a ball of tape along with candy and stuff, and like you have to unravel it. So until a certain point, one person has to unravel, then they pass it to the next one. I think it's when you're rolling dice or something like that. Yeah, I never won that gift card. I wish I would have.
I hate that game. I do. I hate that game. And anytime I see it, I have a violent reaction to that game.
Why do you hate that game? We play a lot of other games. That's just one of them. That's probably one of the easiest to explain.
I don't know why I hate that game so much, but I do. Yeah, I hate that game. Yeah, Thanksgiving for us. And so, like, I'm always stressed prior to, well, not always, but like I said, as I get older, I'm stressed prior to, because I just keep thinking about like, oh my God, there's going to be so many of us. And oh my God. And especially now that the kids are older, like we all have our own personalities. And it's a bunch of people who be like, I don't like that. Or I wouldn't do it like that. Or what did you bring again? Oh, you didn't bring this? Shut up, please. Oh, we're not at your house? Shut up, please. Like, I'm just learning how, you know, even in my own family, how like selfishness is so like people just can't chill and just go with the greater good anymore. It is so hard for people to be like, you know what? I didn't plan it, but I also didn't have any suggestions. So I'm going to just shut up and enjoy this.
Right.
People aren't like that anymore. Just everybody want to just have something to say. So yeah, it's just weird. And my parents,
like something, just don't like it. You don't have to voice your opinion on everything. Just shut up and move past it.
No one needs to know. No one needs to know you don't like it because no one cares. Mm-hmm. You're still here. And we still finna play this game, whether or not you like it or not. So yeah, I'm really stressed about this time because I gotta drive. I don't think y'all understand how much I don't like driving. It's a struggle for me to go back and forth to Fayetteville. And that's an hour and 20 minutes. So I gotta drive to South Carolina. Yep.
Okay. How far is it from where you are?
2.5 hours.
Okay. That's not bad. I'm different. I don't mind driving. As long as if it's more than 5 hours, I might have a problem.
I hate it, friend. I hate it. I hate driving. Like I take the train to DC.
I mean, I don't fault you.
Especially because you finna be in that Northern Virginia traffic. So everybody's like, oh, it takes so long. And I'm just like, quite the contrary. By the time I actually get caught in Northern Virginia traffic, it's the same amount as being on the train.
Mm-hmm.
And I did nothing. I could probably get some work done.
Mm-hmm.
I could have taken naps. And they got snacks.
It's the trade-off. It's the trade-off.
And the bathrooms are decent.
Not a bad trade-off at all.
Yeah, because, you know, if you take a trip, right, to DC in particular, and like, I notice the older I get, the more of a creature of habit I am. It really bothers me, actually. But I am. Especially when it comes to like driving and stuff like that. And, you know, partly because I'm a single woman. So, you know, I've eyed where I feel safe at. However, you know, you go into your favorite gas station and it's always hit or miss, because literally this could be the one time that somebody had a blowout and they're busy and haven't gotten to the blowout yet I gotta pee because I've had drinks the whole time to stay awake.
This is why you choose Wawa.
No, I'm talking about Wawa. I love Wawa, but girl, I'll never forget one time I had to go real bad and somebody's toddler
just sprinkled all over.
It was number 2.
Oh, God.
I was just like, how does this even happen?
Sprinkles of fecal matter.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Like, you know, this older lady in the other stall, so she just could not move fast enough for my bladder. It was almost a bad day, but fortunately the lady come on out the stall and I almost ran her over. I assisted her out of the stall. Come on, lady, come on. And she was barely out the clearing before I was already sliding in there, because, you know, it was her or my underwear. I chose my underwear.
I'm glad your underwear chose you too, because they could have failed you too.
Okay. So, yeah, but the train, if you're one car, the bathroom ain't right, you go to the next car.
There it is. Problem solved.
There's like a good 12 cars on the train, so you bound to find one.
So there's your tip, y'all, for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Take the train.
Take the train and try all of the bathrooms if you can't find a good one.
No, so what's funny is I've actually had this conversation with my therapist, because she was like, well, she asked the same thing, are you excited about the holidays? And I was like, no. And so we had a discussion about it. So I actually have some practical ways for when we start talking about self-care. I have some practical ways that the therapist and actually gave me. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so happy that you brought them to the table, sis. All right, so let's talk about the burning topic that everyone talks about during the holidays. When do you put your Christmas tree up? Oh my God. You know, people get into arguments about this, you know. Like some people wait until November 1st. They can't wait until then. They are barely holding on. They're like, November 1st, I gotta put everything on. Like, I gotta put the tree up, I gotta get the Christmas outfits, I gotta get all the decorations up November 1st. Some people are like, no, you need to wait till after Thanksgiving. You know, that's when the Christmas season actually starts. And, you know, a lot of people, they follow the calendar where they have the whole block of November circled except for the 3 days of Thanksgiving. And then the rest of it is circled down until December 25th. And they're like, this is the Christmas season. You know, poor Thanksgiving. It just gets kind of thrown down the drain. Or it's like a side chick. You know, we kind of keep it on the side. Like, we got Christmas with a side of Thanksgiving. You know?
Christmas is like the baby mama, you know, from the baby that you had before you actually got married. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving is like the baby mama.
You're right. So that's always every
Like,
year.
it's always gonna be there, and you like it, which is not enough to fully commit. So we're gonna go on over to Christmas.
So listen. Listen. Okay. Whew. So my tree usually gets put up after Thanksgiving. I had the urge this time to do it before, but then I remembered like I got some stuff to film, and the only place in my house to put my Christmas tree is where I film my yoga videos. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. It might even be up into December, so y'all don't judge me. I got things to do.
No judgment. So I moved into this apartment and realized that I don't have enough like storage space. So I still have a couple of boxes laying around, right? The only reason why my Christmas tree isn't up is because I don't want to see another cardboard box in this house. That's it. So I haven't, yeah. And then I was really contemplating putting it up November 1st. I promise you. But I was like, if I get another box in here and I don't have nowhere to put it, and there's just gonna be another box sitting, I don't really want that dilemma. And then same day I'm scrolling, and a friend of mine, I guess her birthday's in September or something, or I don't know. Her birthday's in this season. Excuse me. And she was like, y'all just shit on Thanksgiving. Y'all don't give it no love. Y'all just put the Christmas tree. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait then. However, I wasn't gonna wait too long because so Thanksgiving is Thursday, and I told you I'm going to my cousin's house, and I'm not all that excited about it. I want to see my family. I just don't want to deal with my family. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going down on Wednesday. I might be home by Friday.
So you're not doing the whole weekend? No. I feel I was like the same way. I was like, might be home by Saturday or something. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I get home.
No, and I'm putting my Christmas tree up after that. However, the other caveat was I was supposed to order my Christmas tree this past week because it take a week to get in, and I forgot. Man. So now I'm gonna have to wait to put the Christmas tree up. But the good news is that gives me a little more time to find another place to store it.
Good luck. Good luck. That's all.
But I'm about my Christmas tree, y'all. I'm getting me a white tree that has pink lights, of course, and I'm gonna throw a green skirt around it.
Green? Why not get pink? Get your pink skirt. Get somebody to make you a pink skirt.
I like the pink lights.
Okay.
So yep. Pretty excited about my Christmas tree. And then I'm gonna do some stockings on my mantle. And I forgot my wreath. A friend of mine made me a pink and green wreath, so it's got the pink and green bulbs, and I forgot it. At my parents' garage. Maybe I'll get them to bring it for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So anyway, I'll have my wreath, I'll have my stockings, I'll have my tree. That's it for me in decorations. I don't like putting up decorations because I don't like taking them in.
I don't have many. I've accumulated stuff over the years, but usually it's just my tree, and then I put lights around my kitchen. Like my kitchen has like a little peek through window, so I put lights around that. And then I bought some Charlie Brown lights to put around there, so it's like a bunch of Snoopies and their colored lights. I have a Charlie Brown tree that stays up year round. Yeah. And yeah, I have some stockings. I have some like big snowflakes that I hang on the wall, like blue and silver. And my tree is white, and I have mostly blue ornaments. So like dark blue silver ornaments.
That's pretty. I am not gonna elect to do snowflakes because I don't want the snow to feel welcomed here.
Oh, it's fine inside my apartment. The outside of my apartment, I don't want them. I don't want the snow out there.
I don't want to give it any false pretenses.
Listen, I've been doing it for years, and it ain't gave no false pretenses yet. I
feel like I would be like bad luck, and then here, the snowstorm in Durham. So we're not doing that. Nope. No. Let's circle back to Thanksgiving. What dish are you responsible for?
This is so funny. I usually don't be responsible for no dish. I told you, it's usually just me and my immediate family. Like the rest of it, my mom usually takes care of the dish that we take to the other family. But nah, I mean I can cook it. I just don't. But I'll probably help my mama this time because my grandma isn't here, so I gotta be like, hey Jackie, what you want me to do, friend?
That was also the monkey wrench in Thanksgiving this year, right? Because typically we host Thanksgiving at one of the cooks in the family's houses.
Is she hosting and not a cook?
Right.
That's sad.
Right. So she sent out this cute little list a couple weeks ago. Not even a couple weeks ago. I think it was last week. She sent out this list of what everybody was required to bring. No, first she was polite about it. She asked what were we going to bring. I got to travel 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a hotel room, so I'm staying with her, which the kitchen's going to be all crowded and whatever. So thinking practically, I was like, and then I didn't know when I was coming. So thinking practically, I was like, I'll take care of the paper products. Loud and proud. Because I'm also thinking about the fact that I got a single woman budget. She going to be like, what's this? Or cousin, when you coming in? And I was like, I don't exactly know. She was like, okay, I'm putting out a list later of what I need everybody to bring. That was not my requirement. Now I'm on beverage duty.
Well, at least you got beverage.
No, beverages are expensive.
You talking about what you getting?
No, beverages. So like for the entire weekend. So I'm responsible for the water, the tea, the juices, the beverages.
Yeah.
Making Kool-Aid.
Just look, tea goes a long way. Just make a big old, about 2 of the 3-liter things of tea. Just make them. And that's
nobody in my family drink tea like that.
Yeah. I don't get you some Hawaiian punch. Just tell them, look, here you go. Get about 2 of them. It's about, I don't know. Go to Sam's Club. Get you a big old thing and be done with it.
Just throwed me all off because I was gonna go get some big plate. Get my parents to go to BJ's for me. Get some big plates. Get some big cups. I'm done. Yes, I've spent like $20 on paper products, but I'm finished. $24. The beverages.
I mean,
and I done told y'all that cinnamon is $4, so I can only imagine what fruit punch is now.
Yeah, I'm just I need to text my mom and ask her what she need me to bring. She probably gonna say nothing, but
she gonna say nothing. And the worst thing about the beverages is I don't drink none of that shit.
I was about to say, I don't, you just be drinking water and the healthy stuff. Yeah, I would literally go and get about a 24 pack of Pepsi, Sprite, all of those things and be like, here y'all go. Here you go. And I'll make like 2 things of tea because I already got tea packets in here. That would be the easiest thing for me.
I drink water. I drink tea, but like I don't drink sweet tea. I drink herbal tea, water, a kombucha, and when I'm feeling real frisky, I have a sparkling water. And don't nobody like sparkling water but me.
I like sparkling water.
No, you like LaCroix. It's different.
Don't listen. LaCroix is not the one that I love, and you want to bring this up again. Listen, y'all, we've been talking about this all year. When we first started this podcast, we had a whole LaCroix debate. Y'all go listen to that. We're not gonna do it now. I'm not going back into it now. We're not gonna do that now.
Listen, I found a new brand that I'm in love with the Target brand. What is their brand? Their food company, Home and Good or something like that.
I have no idea.
I really like, girl, yeah. So sparkling water, they got this peach mango, good. And I know y'all like sparkling water ain't good. I like it.
It's good. It's an acquired taste sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't drink juice. I don't drink soda. I don't drink tea. So I'm responsible for shit that I'm not even gonna use. So I'm mad now. I should out of spite bring all off-brand sodas.
What are they gonna do? Go buy some more?
My mama will. She's bougie.
Well, bless her. I'd be like, go ahead, friend. I did my part.
No, but then my mom will buy it like just for her.
Well, that's fine too. Listen, people be hiding stuff at these gatherings all the time. You know, we be hiding whole cakes and, you know, because we don't want everybody to be in it. No, but you know, you're gonna do so well on your beverage duty. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be a fun drive and all of that.
What's your favorite dish you looking forward to, Fran?
Yams.
Yams?
I want yams.
Have we determined what the difference between yam and sweet potatoes are?
Child, don't ask me. You had to drink your tea on that one? Yeah, what you looking forward to, Fran?
What I love about Thanksgiving, my father and my uncle are both cooks in our family. And so they wake up early as hell on Thursday morning and start frying turkeys. Then if we're at my parents' house, my dad's gonna smoke turkeys too. So it's my understanding he's smoking turkey. And I'm gonna say I'm looking most forward to the smoked turkey because my mama then takes some smoked turkey and put it in everything. So it'll be in the stuffing. It'll be in, my mama makes these field peas. So it'll be in various meat. So technically, right, like after the turkey is gone from Thanksgiving, or like I'll probably put turkey on my first plate. Mm-hmm. After then, I literally just eat the stuffing, so it's like this combination of greens, stuffing, and field peas. And I even mix it together. But there's chunks of meat of smoked turkey in all three. That's my favorite dish from Thanksgiving. And it's the second day. So it's not even the Thanksgiving dish. It's my favorite, like, day after dish. I don't even need the slice of turkey because there's smoked turkey in the stuffing, the greens, and the field peas.
That's fair.
So a combination of those are my favorite dishes.
I love fried turkey too. My stepdad does the frying of the turkeys too, but I don't know what he's gonna do this year. I think he about gave up on them because people be doing a lot asking for him to fry turkeys.
So you asked what am I gonna, or I said I was gonna be doing something with my mama, right? Mm-hmm. So my mom makes this, y'all finna take my black heart, but I'm not a big fan of sweet potato pie.
Me either.
But that's mostly because I don't like pie in general.
Me either. Oh, I'm so glad to have somebody that's just like me. Because I know people was gonna say that about me. Because I was like, y'all can have all the pies, all of them. I don't like pie. So except for pot pie. Listen, a chicken pot pie. But yeah, like sweet pies, I no. Now if you deconstruct it, like my mom has learned to do for me, then I'll eat it. So my mom will actually take the sweet potato filling
and she'll put it on just like that flat dough.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, she can just bake the center for me, and I'd eat that first, then I'd eat anything with a crust, or I don't like pie. So anyway, but my mom has my grandmother's sweet potato pie recipe, and my mom makes the sweet potato pie for the family, always and forever. So you would think that her daughter would learn how to make the sweet potato pie. I remember I don't like pie. Right. So I haven't learned how to make it yet. However, I was supposed to take this week off and stay in Fayetteville and, cook with her. And I'm not doing that. So that's one of the things I'm going to be doing over on my break is I'm going to actually go home for a couple days and learn some recipes from her. Pray for us both. So my mother is very particular about how she does things. And so am I. Yeah. So anyway.
I'm glad that you're going to, learn your mama's recipes and your grandmama's recipes. I was supposed to do that with my grandma, and then she left. I still got a bone to pick with her.
You're going to meet her in heaven. Hey, I got a bone to pick with you, lady.
This is the thing, she would always say, I was like, Mom, can you teach me how to do this? And she's like, oh, it's so easy. You just do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I need you to be in person with me and like tell me what to do so I can like have muscle memory of what I need to be doing. I can't remember what you just said, even though you said it in 5 minutes and you know exactly what you was doing. I can't remember that. So yeah. Anyways, we are going into our next segment, self-care in real life. I haven't really quite gotten the melody for that one yet, but we're going to get there. Self-care in real life. So what are you going to do for self-care during the holidays? Being that you're going to be all around your family, it's going to be a bunch of people, like you said, a bunch of different personalities, people just speaking their mind with it when nobody cares. Like, what you going to do?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is where my extrovert comes in. And my therapist was just like, you just kind of, you don't like change. And I was like, you have to say it so loud, friend. So anyway, what she has asked me to do and what I'm going to share with you guys is to make a plan. Now, you have to be careful with plans because you don't want to seem like you're controlling and you don't want to spiral when your plan doesn't go as planned. But you need, and what I'm planning for is my methods of escape. It sounds crazy, right? But my methods of escape. So she has asked me to, if I needed to map out some places, but to designate some places that I may be able to physically go so I can leave my family, or mentally go. So being prepared to do some meditation while I'm there, bring my headphones to be able to maybe escape in the middle of everybody, or actually plan a physical escape. And so that's what my therapist is having me to do. I'm also going to offer you guys to excuse me, because the holidays often bring up anxiety for a lot of people. So plan as much as you can, but then also be willing to, know that your plan is not going to go as to plan, right? And so, that means if you have to, especially if you got picky, fussy kids, bring them some food from your house. Don't go to everybody else's house and expecting chicken nuggets for little Johnny that only eats chicken nuggets. Bring them damn chicken nuggets for Johnny, because then he's crying the whole time. This only happens in my family's house. Okay. My cousin's child only wants chicken nuggets.
That's a lot of children, actually. That's all they eat is chicken nuggets.
Bring them the chicken nuggets, because when they are anxious, you now become anxious, and now we are all tripping. Bring the chicken nuggets, friend. Don't forget the sippy cup, friend, because your child can't drink out of a red Solo cup, and that's what I brought. So bring the child sippy cup.
Well, I'm gonna need you to make a little memo now and just go ahead and send it out to your family. They're gonna be like, oh no, Nakia is hating. She hating on us mommies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Those are some self-care in real life. But yeah, also just literally bring your walking shoes, friend. So, when you do need that escape, you can always take a walk. So you're already gonna have your jacket and your coat, whatever. Go take a walk. Go take a walk. Go outside. It'll be good for you. It'll help you digest some of that food. Mm-hmm. So plan to take your walk. I personally love to do a yoga, a flow right around the holidays, or it's not a flow because it's yin, but a yoga set, if you will, that's about resting and digesting to help the food go down. So yeah, plan to do some yoga, plan to do some meditation, but definitely plan to still keep your exercise routine going. It might not look the same. You might not be able to get to the gym, especially on Thanksgiving Day. But if you can carry your little 5-pound dumbbells or your kettlebell with you, bring them, or at least bring a yoga mat. You can do some push-ups and some sit-ups and stuff like that. Still continue to exercise, but I highly encourage walks because then you get that escape. I'm gonna definitely have my walking shoes.
That's a good tip. My only tip is, so I try, and I used to go and stay the entire time when I was younger, stay with my family, even just my immediate family the entire time. But now it's I gotta have a few days after to myself. So that means I might have to come back a little bit early just so I can sit in my house and do nothing. Or if I can just do whatever I want to, go somewhere by myself. Like Nakia said, you can also just take your break while you're there. After the day after or the day after, go somewhere and do something for yourself. Plenty of stuff to do. You can go get a facial. You can go, to the gym, whatever, take a walk, do something that you want to do. But
listen, the best thing about Black Friday is there are going to be tons of people everywhere, but ain't nobody in the gym. And nobody's actually getting services that day. They may come in to buy a gift card, but nobody's the massage parlors are empty, or the massage, your massage MBs, your massages places are empty.
Go. That's the best time to go.
Go.
That's a good point. I really didn't even think about that because I don't even participate in the Black Friday sales. Y'all can have all that. I don't want to be in the crowd. So
yeah. And
after the
more
sales, all the people are done with the sales and they pick through all the stuff. That's when we usually go in the afternoon. Everybody home then.
I Cyber Monday, because I hate shopping anyway. So, and I've lucked out since my parents are abandoning me for Christmas, and my brothers, they act like they can't pick up a phone, so y'all ain't getting nothing for Christmas neither. So I'm stuck buying for my 2 nephews.
Look, that's a good budget right there. 2 people.
Heck yeah. And the one nephew is 6 months old.
Oh yeah, you can get whatever you want to.
I didn't even get his mama's consent on this. I'm just getting him something he can slobber all over, because he slobbered all over me the other day. So he's getting over.
That's what he's supposed to do.
I mean, it's cute and all, but not buying him clothes because he's in that grow like a weed phase, stage. So I'm not buying him clothes because I won't even get to see him in them. By the time I send him to them and I actually make it back down and go see him, he'll be out of them. So I'm not sending him clothes. I'm sending him some type of plush toy that can go in his mouth.
All right, so we done. That's
all we got.
Y'all know the drill. Go ahead and like this podcast. Well, you will like the video. You will go and rate and review the podcast. And share and all that good stuff. Share with your peoples, especially during the holidays. Y'all sending out all these happy Thanksgiving texts. Just go ahead and send a text and say, hey, listen to this podcast that I like.
Right. Just put it at the end of the Thanksgiving text. However, don't include me on your Thanksgiving group text. I'm deleting people this year.
I don't send them out anymore, but I'll respond to it.
Don't do that either.
I don't respond to the group text. It's
Okay.
individual is fine. The group text, no, I don't really like group text, so I'm not a part of a lot of group texts.
It's evil.
So
it's evil. Yeah, don't do that. Y'all don't text me to group text this year. If you don't want to utilize GroupMe or WhatsApp for a group, don't do it.
Mm-mm.
I want some pasta for dinner. So I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Go find some pasta.
Right. So
save the date, y'all. February 5th. That's our next event. It's gonna be in Fayetteville, North Carolina, at the Linen Lofts on Bragg Boulevard, February 5th, from 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm done.
That's it. So take care of yourself this week. I hope you have a fabulous time in South Carolina, and I hope that you get back in time so you can learn all the things from your mommy. I don't know what order that's going in, but have fun.
Me and my mother are having our time after Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she's a bit going skiing for Christmas.
Okay. All right.
I'm not upset. Anyway, goodbye, y'all. Bye. Bye, Kiki. Love you, girl. Have fun at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bye, y'all.